Hey traders, what's going on? We're back with another weekly forecast. I just updated my fundamental data sheet and I'm about to look at the charts to see which pairs I'm looking to go long on and which pairs I'm looking to go short on. Don't forget to drop a like if you like these videos. I do them every Sunday. Every like helps. I'm trying to grow this channel, so every like is much appreciated. And let's begin. So I updated the my fundamental spreadsheet. There's a couple changes. The UK's GDP has changed drastically since last time. I forget what it was at, but it was nowhere near, minus 21% year over year and minus 20% quarter over quarter. So that was a huge change. That was the only change as far as GDP year over year, quarter over quarter goes. Debt to GDP, that all stayed the same. Interest rates all stayed the same. Inflation all stayed the same except for the U.S. The USA's inflation rate changed to 1%. And if you've ever watched my introduction to the fundamental side of things in my trading, you ever watched that video? I talked about how I prefer a lower inflation to be better as far as ranking this sheet goes. Like some people, they think closer to 2% is better. I personally think lower is better. Obviously, you don't want to be complete. Hyper deflation is never good, but I don't think 2% is that great either. Considering that the way the government measures inflation is very flawed. They have changed the definition many times. But we can get into that into another video. But that has changed. The Federal Reserve has also said many times that they're trying to target higher inflation, and I just think that that's going to drive investors and countries out of buying U.S. debt because of the inflation rates so going to be higher than 1% most likely, and with the interest rates so low, the rates are really negative. So that's just something to consider. So as far as inflation, it was only the U.S. that has changed, and unemployment, I'm pretty sure that all remain the same. So nothing too big of difference. The UK obviously lost rank. It was on somewhat of the UK was like right here on my buy sheet, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it wasn't like a really good buy. It was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not super into buying it. And now after that GDP data, it's moved to the 5th ranked position. So still for this week, Aussie's number 1, Swiss, Japanese yen. Those are the currencies I'm looking to buy. And then the currencies I'm looking to sell are Canada, the UK, Euro area, and United States. And of course, I'm always looking to go long on gold and silver because I think that we are going to be entering a long bull market on gold and silver. I think that they are going to rise, so I'm basically treating that as a currency as well. So essentially, silver is like number 1 on this list, and then as far as a country's currency goes, Australia would be number 1. So we'll start things off here with Aussie US dollar. Not much going on. 2 weeks ago, I think I mentioned this demand zone. I wasn't really that into it based on it kind of just being like a pivot, but it worked out pretty good. And then we had this demand zone. I think I talked about this last week possibly. That one's holding up price right now, and you're probably gonna have price held up right here as well. I don't really consider that a supply zone. I just think it's selling. So maybe I'll even put these in black for now. So I think we're gonna be ranging in here. I would like to maybe see a move like this. Maybe we can push up, break this overall daily zone, come back down here, maybe use this support and resistance area as a place to base up and have a nice push up. Got a nice demand zone down here. Boom, buy up. That's what I'd prefer because this is all kind of chop and it's all ranging right now. So other than that, not much is going on for the Aussie US dollar. I just haven't really seen a great buying opportunity yet, so I'm kind of just been sitting on my toes. Aussie CAD, I want to go long on this one considering Aussie's number 1 and Canadian's number 4th. number 4 rather. But I just, I'm not a huge fan of all this. Like, that's just not, it's just not great for me. I don't, because it's like, where's the best buying opportunity? The one, if I were to put my money on anything, it would be here. But I don't know if it's going to get there. I just don't really know where to buy in here. I'm hoping maybe this looks like the start of a potential zone. So maybe, maybe we'll get another leg out, get a nice closed candle up here, and we'll have a nice demand zone here, possibly. We'll just have to see if we can get a break of this trend line. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave my chart like that for now on Aussie CAD. Moving on to Euro USD. I talked about this demand zone. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It ended up holding up price, but I bet you any money will have a little bit of trouble breaking this area of selling. I wouldn't really call it supply because it didn't really break this area. And actually, you know what? That demand zone did break. So we'll get rid of that. We're going to have a hard time here. Just like I mentioned on Aussie US dollar, hopefully we can break this, form a new demand zone down here, and create a good buying opportunity. But it is Euro USD. They're both pretty weak pairs right now. But I am more bearish on the US dollar, so which means I'm more a bit bullish on the euro. So we'll go to the pound US dollar. That shouldn't be green anymore because this is probably one I'm going to stay away from because they're both weak pairs. So actually I'm going to remove this from the buying pairs. Just only because it's, the pound's number 5, the US is number 7. Don't really want to be messing with that too much. Alright, so those are the ones I'm looking to go long on. Obviously I'm more bullish on most of the pairs, but just the way these pairs are set up, something like I'm looking to short the euro because I'm really long the Japanese yen, but it starts with the euro, right? So anyways, CAD Swiss, as you know, check out I posted a video, Canadian Swiss. I took a trade in this area. Didn't end up working out, no big deal. Just tag me out. Looks like it's probably working now. I was looking to go short in this area, but not a huge fan of that area, and I actually liked CAD Yen better. This area here, me and another guy, Sakil, I think his name is, we were talking about this in the Discord group. I had an order here. I took it out because it was Friday. Had a nice move away. It's not a bad 4-hour level here. It's kind of weird basing, but I'm kind of hoping maybe we'll get a pullback up into here a little higher. If not, I might even look for a 4-hour level and try to ride this momentum down to around this area here of the demand. I would keep an eye out for that. And also right below that you have this. So definitely some buying is probably going to step up down here. But overall, I am more bearish on the Canadian dollar compared to the Japanese yen, because Canadian dollar is number 4 and Japanese is number 3. So they're close. But ultimately, I'd rather short the Canadian dollar. So, but like I said, I'm not super looking to get into here. I'd much rather go long in the Aussie US dollar because it's 7-1, right, or 1-7, however you want to put it. But still looking to short that pair. Euro Aussie, so 6-1, pretty good. Second best opportunity. You have this area here. You could draw it like that as well. But I'm gonna draw it like that, just so I can get in. Yeah, there's a zone at the extreme here. So this might be one where, if price does get up to here, I have an alert set right before this area, this zone, so that when price does get up to there, I can make a decision. Do I want to place an order? Do I want to split up a position? One position here, another position here, stop loss right above. I'm thinking about doing that. Euro Aussies, definitely based on this fundamental data, is a good pair to be shorting, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion and what I am most likely going to be doing. Euro Swiss. This is a pair that I'm definitely looking to short, but I just haven't had the opportunity. I missed one of these wicks. Now it's tested, so if I do, if I am looking to go long on here, I'm going to want price to come up here, break above these highs, and maybe look for 4-hour zone to go short at or something like that. But that's just one of those pairs where, you know, you're looking to short, but you just haven't found any opportunities yet, which kind of sucks, but that's that. Euro pound. Yeah, I'm going to get this one off. Take that one off because they're both weak, so I'm just not even going to bother. Euro yen prices inside here. I think I just missed this one. I just never even really. Actually, no, I remember seeing this. I just never placed an order. But you know, prices coming back into here, and there might even be a nice 1 hour at the extreme that you might be able to take. I don't mind that area. Profit margin obviously is limited to right about here, it looks like. So keep that in mind. But you know, if you were to enter right now, stop loss above here, make a little bit of money there. We'll see. I'll see what happens Monday and see what happens when we open up. Pound Aussie. I don't have this one marked out at all. Interesting. I'll mark it up right now. So obviously we have some buyers stepping in down here. Gonna have some selling here. Kind of a big area of selling. Couple little supply zones in there. So I'm gonna start looking for selling in this area. I don't like any of this here. Yeah, that's that. I think we're gonna be sitting on our toes for a while for this one. Pound Swiss. Gonna have some demand here to watch out for ultimately, but as far as shorting, there's this zone here that's holding up price. Not a huge fan of it anymore, obviously. And you're gonna have some sellers up here as well. I don't really see anywhere to short as of now, so I'll be sitting on my toes for that one. Pound, Japanese yen. Got some nice levels here at the extreme. I like that. As for now, we're waiting on this one because, you know, we are either going to wait for price to get up there, or maybe we get basing and drop, and then there's our level. We'll just have to wait and see. And it's always better to wait and see than to just rushing into something. I'm not going to go over the US 30-year. I talked about that in my TradingView video that I posted on Friday. Check that out. US dollar Swiss franc. Had this level here. I didn't really like it. Not the best move away. Obviously not a great move away at all. It did break the low. I didn't really like this area, but I marked it out. Ultimately, I would like the price to come up to here. I just don't know if we're going to get there. Even this 4-hour level right here, not the greatest. Maybe for a scalp, might not be bad, but going to be sitting on my toes for this one. Maybe we can get some basing here and a push down, get a good supply area. And last one, US dollar yen. Looking to go short. Talked about this area. It's a lot of trading here. You know, not the greatest. You don't really want to see all that trading there. I don't know why it's doing that. But it did work. I just don't know if it will hold. You know, maybe if price gets back up to this 4-hour level, it's not a bad level to look for shorts in on a 4-hour. I could definitely see myself maybe taking a stab at that because the US dollar is 7 and the Japanese yen is 3. Alright, that basically sums up this whole video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and share. Every like, every share helps me a lot. I want to grow this channel, build it so I can make a video every day and help you guys out personally, more one-on-one maybe. So, you know, drop a like. It really helps. All right, guys, take care.